It's almost Christmas, and it wouldn't be Christmas without Charlie Brown Christmas. And Charlie Brown Christmas wouldn't be anything without Peppermint Patty.
I think there's what's happening publicly, and then there's what's happening privately. And what's happening privately really tells you the whole story with nominations.
That's Jen Psaki on the private scams against Pete Hegseth. Will he get the votes? There's a lot of backroom stuff going on, according to Jen Psaki. I don't know if she's right, by the way, because it would look the same. If nothing was going on, it would look like it was secret. And then if it was actually secret and going on, it would look like it does today.
This didn't always used to be the case. It used to be many years ago that senators would come out and they would just say, I'm going to vote for this person or I'm not going to vote for this person. But now, because so many Republican senators especially are concerned about being a target of Trump.
These Republicans that go against Trump's agenda should fear being a target, not just of Trump, but of MAGA, of the American people. There's a lot of people that are concerned about where our military is going, and they want someone like Pete Hegseth to try and sabotage him as a raging alcoholic and capable of doing a job is not the truth. He may have even had an alcohol problem. The guy likes to drink, fine, but he has said that he would swear off liquor if he gets the job, which I trust him as much as anyone who has been reformed of anything.
All of this is basically quiet defiance. That's what you saw with Matt Gaetz, and I think that's what you're seeing right now with Pete Hegseth.
What she's saying you're seeing right now is actually something that you're not seeing right now. This is like proving a universal negative. Because it's so secret, we have no evidence. There's no actual evidence. Even that Lindsey Graham and this Joni Ernst, or whatever her name is trying to sabotage from behind. They haven't done anything in public.
What was interesting, I don't know if you all saw Senator Blumenthal's comments yesterday with a senator from Connecticut, a Democrat, who said there are 8 to 10 Republicans, or 5 to 10 maybe, he said, which is quite a range.
Speculation, Your Honor. Yes, it's quite a range. When it's 5 to 10 or 8 to 10, anytime it's off by 100%, you know it's just giant guesswork. Basically, Republicans can't afford to lose more than, I would say, 4 votes. And you're always going to get the Mitch McConnells and the Murkowski and certain people that are going to dive bomb anyone. We'll see if they have the votes. They do a vote count behind the scenes first. And then if Trump is convinced that he doesn't have the votes, then yeah, he'll do a Matt Gaetz on Pete Hegseth. But Trump's been posting that he's in the fight to keep fighting. So I don't think the votes are in yet.
Who he thinks would oppose Hegseth. And what I expect is going to happen here is that this is going to be quietly a nomination that is killed over the next couple of days, meaning people on the Hill, senators, whether it's McConnell or others, will convey to the Trump team that he simply does not have the votes.
This is a true test of Trump's power also, and MAGA's power to organize, to call their senators. There's a giant online campaign right now against the Iowa lady who's supposedly opposing this thing, and Lindsey Graham, and they're being forced to come out in public and pretend to support Pete Hegseth.
And then Trump has to decide what he wants to do from there. Does he pick another nomination? But we're already seeing names floating out there, which is coming from somewhere in the Trump orbit. So that tells you a lot.
I don't know if it's coming from inside the Trump orbit. That's the one thing that we don't know, these other names. It does not surprise me that there's other names, just like Matt Gaetz was denominated or stepped down, and then Pam Bondi came in. I believe there's a long list for any one of these jobs before they finally settle on their main one that they're going to promote. So it doesn't surprise me that there would be other names, including the biggest name right now on the list is Ron DeSantis. I'm sure he's in the running with Trump, but he's not ready to pull that trigger yet. If they were quick to just run away after the first scandal, they'd have already run away from Pete Hegseth. It's just a test to see. Trump has to see how much of MAGA is behind him, how much of normies and rhinos he can get behind him.
So I would say these public comments are these senators more trying not to be the target. They know where this is headed. All of the conversations are happening behind the scenes. And I suspect some of them, including Senator Ernst, may want the job too, which always tells you something as well.
Well, I got news for Senator Joni Ernst out of Iowa. She is not getting this job. And if that's what she's trying to do, to try to dive bomb Pete Hegseth, to put herself in, that 100% will not happen. It also shows that Jen Psaki bringing that up as something plausible shows that I don't think she knows what she's talking about either. I'm John Mike Keene.